So I stumbled onto this post by a guy called Gove Dismas. He's talking about he's got to the age of 30. He doesn't even remember it's his birthday. I think there was a follow up one by somebody else called Abraham Tanui. They don't remember their birthdays. It's Facebook reminding them because they've realized that they are stuck in the matrix where they are stuck in a 9 to 5 job, so they leave for the weekends. They when they try to get pay rise from their bosses, it's a rejection. When they try to open a business, the Kenya Kusha regime is there imposing taxes or anything. So we are in a system wired to suppress, especially young people. But here there's a rider, is that you're finally being able to have those conversations, to have those reflection, to have that introspection. It's progress in itself. Because me, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my early 40s. My age group was so distracted from having such conversations. They were readily available, especially from the media, from religion, from all these other distractions were wired in such a way that we could not have a conversation amongst ourselves. So I did a social experiment. I had a WhatsApp group where we had young people, and I removed everyone, uh, anyone who was born 1980 and behind. So they are called the boomers. I don't know what they're called, those guys, because in my mind, I thought they are toxic. I thought they had not done anything to nurture this generation that was coming. So and then I started now engaging these guys. We were doing occasional meetups, we would do mbuzis, and then when we got to the point of investment, where we got to a point where we are talking serious stuff, then all these disruptions happened because even they are so, they are so. Can I say scared of tackling real, problems, having conversations about the future? They are so scared, they hide behind whatever. We are stuck in a generation where they keep on praising other people's money, and most of this money is ill acquired. These are not, if you hear them, they are the guys who say umeona gari, ule mse. Imagine people in their 40s are saying that ule mse amenunua gari, ule mse anakuanga na do. And these are people who are raised well, who are, familiar with money, but they are so stuck in that era of worshiping illicit money, because they worship who? Tenderpreneurs, contractors, importers. Those are the people who have been fashioned as heroes by the community, by the country, by the media, by the church. And because they are so beholden to those institutions, like, for instance, they know I make content, they follow me, per se, but they will only share my shit when they see it shared by somebody else prominent, maybe a media person or something. That's when they will say, haya, nimeona nani alishare kitu yako, ule mse, because they are so beholden to those institutions and the individuals who have driven them, that they are scared to think on their own. None of them have an identity on their own. None of they move like that as a group. And if you tell them something that is not familiar, that is not within the line that they've been brainwashed on, then it's so they start creating suspicions. They start creating wedges amongst themselves because they are scared. But I like that there is a generation. First of all, you are in the middle. Because you're in the middle between 40 and now you are in your 30s, you're having the conversation that you're seeing. This is not going anywhere. This is a shit show. Well, within the next couple of years, there won't be any opportunity. So we are having conversations about slowly veering to how we are going to reform our politics, because our problem begins and ends with the politicians that we elect, because they have engineered or they have structured the economy in such a way that only it's a pyramid. It's almost like it's not a pyramid. It's a pyramid in reverse. I don't know how. So few benefit at the top, the rest of you labor for them. That is how it has been wired. You come up with a nice idea or whatever, it is either stolen, you go and present it to Safaricom, they steal it, and they're like, utadu. So these are the conversations that we should be having. Look at the tax regime. Other people are being given tax breaks. EABL of all companies, they are getting tax breaks. And you open a small business, they are hammering you left, right, and center. KRA now are going for even welders and basic guys. These guys, they have even a machine at the airport to scan your luggage as you're coming back. Such a low hanging fruit. You'd think they think that we don't know who evades tax, eh? And so they are going for low hanging fruits to show the donors, to show the fucking Muzungu donors that we are working, we are trying to repay the debt which you deliberately gave to Akina Uhuru, and they would steal it, but you still gave them anyway. You understand? But then last week I met a group of 4 young guys in different fields, but obviously operating around IT and the internet. And I couldn't wait to just speak life to them, to just tell them, go, go, go. I met them through TikTok and everything, and they're having all these projects and they were sharing. And it was that sharing that was free, because when you sit with people of my age, they think that they are geniuses. You're somebody, what do you do? I do sharas. You don't do sharas. You're a fucking entrepreneur. You're an idiot. Because they don't have original ideas. They can't curate their own originality. So that's why they have to say we do sharas, because that's the only thing they can do. They don't bring value to the economy. In fact, they extract. Yeah. So when I meet these young people who don't want a handout, they just want a hand up, and I couldn't wait to just encourage them, because in my era, everything was stacked against us. People, I remember there was one time I was to do a project. I gave to a company called Tropical Farm Management. That was, I think, back in 2005. And the CEO was a fucking Muzungu. He wrote me an offer letter. He told me, here is the money that we are going to pay you. Here is 50%. Now, down there were blacks, Kikuyus mostly. Yeah? Then when they heard I'm being given that money, they were going ballistic. They met in a certain bar, and then they engineered that tender, or that deal to be cancelled. Yeah, they engineered that deal to be cancelled and to be given to some guy who came and did a shoddy job afterwards. But because they were so jealous, and these are the older generation we have, people 50s, 60s. Those are the people who are running the country right now. Their stupidity, which is why you can see I have developed an abrasiveness, because I have like a million similar stories like that. Eh? where people, where they derive pleasure from blocking you, like the idiots of FKF, and why FKF and football is not going anywhere, despite even when you see that Safaricom CEO Peter Ndegwati launching, I don't know, Chapadimba has been there. It was Sakata. It has not delivered anything. Other serious companies, serious CEOs are building. You go Emirates, they built a stadium. O2, they have a stadium. You go what? Oh, that's what you do. You build legacy projects, which you can say, now we did that. This is how we've. But now, silly tournaments, you look at the budget, 60% of it is going to marketing and activation. It's going to other cartels. And those are the people you call geniuses. They sit in Nairobi right now. So I'm telling you, in Nairobi and in Kenya per se, you have people, they sit down, they derive joy. It's almost like they are jacking themselves off. They derive joy from blocking other people. So wanaenda hapo wanasema, huyo tumemfunga. That's what now football journalists, the ones who bootlick FKF officials, Sauti Sol, that's what they used to go to and say, tumeblock. You're blocking me. How do I look like a blocked guy? You block me from a tender, a deal. It's okay. The bigger picture is the industry is collapsing, which is where we are in Kenya right now, because people have expended so much energy in blocking other people. We have suppressed innovation. We would be competitive, globally competitive individuals in a country. But you go to Safaricom, the first person you're meeting there is thinking about stealing your idea. This is the rubbish that has become Kenya. So I couldn't wait to meet these young people and just to speak life into them, just tell them you're on the right track, because our age group, they were cowards. They wanted to hero worship. They wanted walikuwa saa zote hapo wananyonya wanaume wengine stick. Kunyonya mwanaume mwingine stick, because you've been so emasculated by the system, you've been so suppressed. Hauna akili. Your left, kazi yako ni kufuata mwanaume mwingine. Is almost like you are his langa. So I couldn't wait, and the young people in their 20s, I am encouraging them so that they don't get to these ones who are 30 now, Govedi era, the guys who have no mwelekeo, wanashindwa now. Am I living for the weekend? What is this I'm doing? I'm going for sherehe. I'm going all these out of town. There is no growth in my life. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have what. You don't want to get there. That's the place, and we can reverse all of these.